Hello, welcome to the channel. We've got a review coming up. Let's go over to the bench and see what we've got.
Hello, welcome back to the channel, and this time we're looking at Damaged Weather and Worn Models magazine issue number 2. If you remember, we went through issue number 1. It was very interesting. It covered a huge amount of detail on a lot of builds, and it was very interesting to read. Learned a lot of tips and tricks, and I'm hoping to further them with this volume. So with that said, let's take a quick look at it. So again, it's €4.95. Is it cents? 1 euros? I don't know. And again, same format. We've got a lovely glossy cover, quite thick. The paper is of high quality, glossy also. It's quite a weighty book, and it has does it say how many pages? It doesn't say how many pages. Really? I would have thought it's saying 30 there, but that's not right because it says 41 further back. 74, 75, so it's around, is that the last one? No, 75, 70, 78 pages. So it's quite a big book. I think it might be a touch bigger than A4. I can't quite get it in full shot. I'm as wide as I can go on the camcorder. So as before, I'm going to have to chop a little bit off at the top and just start wiggling it about like that when you need to see anything. So let's get cracking. Advert, front cover, editorial there. Same as before, same as most magazines. Then we've got Walking Death. This is a big popular topic at the moment with lots of people, including myself. I love the Walking Dead series, and these sort of figures really appeal to me. I'm training myself now on figure painting, and I hope to do these at some point in the future. The brand is Night Models apparently. And the paint products used are acrylics, enamels and pigments, so that's what you'll be using to paint these. And again, it goes through the process, tells you what you need to do, gives you tips on places to position things, I'm guessing. Yeah, and you can see from the photos, you can get bits of advice there. That's brilliant. That's obviously a decal, I'm thinking. That's got to be a decal. Apologies for the dog. And then we've got the zombie girl and the stages of her painting, and the same with the zombie on the floor. And then we've got the car there and how we achieved that with a write-up just there. An advert, and then we're straight through onto the X-Wing fighter. I love the X-Wing fighter. I've actually got, this is the Bandai 172nd. I don't think this is the moving edition. I've got the one, I think it's the 172nd moving edition. Upstairs by Bandai. Bandai products are fantastic. The engineering in them is solid. They just click together, but by no means a beginner's kit. You can paint them up, you can detail them. They do come so that you can just click them together, but it's just perfect engineering. And if you take the time and clean up the pieces properly, everything will click together. You have no problems whatsoever. Some people like to glue them together because sometimes the joints can be not very strong, and it's, you know, it makes sense to glue them sometimes, but that's up to you. That'll be your preference. So we go on further detail of what's going on, and I like this that they put far too often people put photos in and they won't put anything else in there, so you've got no idea how big that item is. Well, here they've put a €1 there, so you can see roughly what size everything is in comparison to that. Again, here we're using AK washes, enamels, and we're using some oils there by the looks of it. Absalom, of course, they're the distributors and publishers of this magazine. And then we've got a lovely little diorama or vignette of mouse trouble. Yeah, it's quite a funny little scene. It's brilliant. Yeah, like it. And you get a really in-depth look at how that's put together. I like that. Yeah, I'd be fascinated to learn how the graffiti is done. It's actually painted in. Wow. So you've got to need a bit of artistic skill there then, I reckon. Brilliant. I've seen graffiti on some of the some dioramas, and it looks brilliant. So I've got the slimy grime, so I'm glad to see that there we've got some graffiti there. Do they cover how that's done? Using wet sponge, yes. And then we're on to sea and ships, and this time it looks like we're going to get a look at how they make these fantastic water setups, because they look really fantastic. I don't know if anyone's seen the current one going round. It's a submarine that's diving and it's been torpedoed at the front, and there's a big explosive cloud underwater. Absolutely superb. And this is Mirage, and you'll use acrylics and water effects from diorama series. I'm not familiar with the diorama series. Hold on, that's AK. It comes in the tub, doesn't it? So we've got this thick, this sort of foam here that gets cut out. You know, I don't know where you get that from. Like that, then big, thick. I really don't know. I don't know where you get it from or how expensive it is. And then you basically it's like a paper. They've put a paper down, and then very interesting. And we've got white going on. Yeah. So yeah, this is a phenomenally interesting piece that I should definitely get lots of use from. Then we've got the Lydon Z50LS by HPH Models. It's 1/32 scale. HPH. So this, I'm thinking, will be resin. It's HPH Models, normally resin. They normally are, I think. Not certain on that though. Haven't really read it yet, so I can't. Yes, it is resin. It is resin. That's a beautiful paint finish on that, and we see that we've got the two-tone finish, which is essential for any metal finish on a plane such as this, because it just adds so much to the it lends so much to the plane. It adds interest, contrast. It's fantastic. It's, you know, should be standard on any new metal finish or near metal finish or whatever it's called. And then we've got some adverts, and then we've got the big digger at the back, which is in red because it's an Hitachi one. I wonder how difficult it'd be to, I mean, yeah, you've got to really do it as it is. You can, I suppose you could change the colour. If they'd done a yellow one, it'd be worth researching. But these are going to get quite dirty. I need dust and dirt deposits. Yeah, I need one of those. Varnish, NATO tank, streaking grime, trikey. We've got the tracks going in there, engine grease being used. Learning is just constant learning all the way through. Then we've got some bare metal foil being used. I've never used bare metal foil, I don't know how difficult it is to use. We've got some beautiful close-ups of the grabbing arm there, and then the front rear sections. And then we've got something a little bit different, which is a Salt Lake Racer. It's like a fastest bullet record or something like that car. That is beautiful finish on that. Look at that shine. That's not so much glossy as a nice sleek satin. Yeah, like that. Don't know whether it's something I would like to build. It looks a bit plain. And then we've got a Bandai. What are they called? I haven't built one of these yet. I can't remember what they call them. Oh well, it'll come to me at some point. Yeah, very interesting. Again, apologies for the dog, she's upstairs barking. And that's so that's that issue. That's issue number 2, and we've got a lovely little submarine at the back here, which funnily enough I've just been building a submarine, much smaller than that one I'm guessing, but there we have it. That is my submarine that I've just built. It just needs basically decals put in on it, and it's as good as done really. I'm not going to weather that one, I'm going to leave it as is. And then we've got Gundam, that's it, they're called Gundam kits. And we've got another ones here. So there we have it, and e-models on the back. So that's issue number 2 of Damaged, Weathered and Worn Models Magazine. Hope you enjoyed watching the and I look forward to seeing and speaking with you soon. Bye for now.